Guys, I've pulled out all the stops for the XXX-Mas Special at Wembley. There is going to be a special music performance and you're not ready for it. So don't even come for me. Come for that. Thank you. Buy tickets. Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace. And today we've got another solo episode for all of you. I feel like it's been a while. We haven't really had a chat. So I'm going to catch you up with what I've been doing. So listen, I did a shoot for Ann Summers' Halloween campaign. Let's talk about that because, you know, online, I'm not like a sexy person. Never have been. I never will be. I've always said in the bedroom, I'm very much like lights off, top on, feel around and hope for the best. Like that is my go-to. But with Ann Summers, they were like, look, we want you to do a Halloween one. So it's like a bit of fun. So I thought, cool, I'll do that. So I rock up and I said to them before I started, I said, you need to have Prosecco bottles on hand here. Otherwise, this isn't going to fucking work. Yeah, I need to be pissed as a fart because there's a lot going on. So they eased me in with the maid outfit. Now, this works because I feel like, well, it would have been better if it's a nurse's outfit. Because when I'm with eyelashes, we do this thing and it's a bit weird, but I feel like everyone's got their own thing. Sometimes we'll be watching something on telly and she'll pretend to be dead. And I'll be like, we need to clear the area. And I'll pretend to do CPR on her and give her the kiss of life. And then she suddenly wakes up and it's all funny. And then we just get back to whatever we're watching. Which, saying that out loud does sound weird, but it doesn't feel weird at the time. It's just something we do. Anyway, where was I going with that? Maid outfit. Completely off topic. So anyway, I get my maid outfit on and I start getting into character. I feel like Kim Woodburn. I've got these contacts in. I can't see a fucking thing. I cannot see a fucking thing. It took me 20 minutes to get them in and that was before I'd had a touch of Prosecco. It was so stressful. Anyway, I get them in. And there's these two girls there. They are the lovely girls that I was posed with. And one thing I will say is they're like proper models. One of them looked like Alicia Dixon. And I was stood there and I thought, help. Because I'm in the middle as well. You know that scene off of Grown Ups? And it's like the two really fit sisters. And then it's that one girl in like a swimming cap and an all-in-one suit. That's how I felt. So anyway, but then I started getting drunk. I thought, cool, this is a bit of me. There was a guy there called Philip. He does choreography. I think he just did the Girls Aloud tour. What a man. Anyway, I'm stiff as a cock. Yeah. So I'm like stood there and he's like, maybe like bend your hip. So I like bend it. And he's like, this isn't going to work. Sit down. And he has to, each shot, place me into position so I look sexy. Criminal. And what they don't tell you is I had this, I don't know what the outfit's called. It's like one with wings and stuff. Like maybe it's like a goddess outfit or like a fallen angel type thing. So I'm doing all this. And they make you, for each look, do like a sexy walk. I saw a video of it. And it looked like I'd been hit by a bus and was trying to walk off. It was like, and I had these two girls next to me, like strutting their shit. And I was there, like, as if I was walking to Aldi. It was so humbling. But it was an amazing day. And thank you to Ann Summers for trusting me with it. Also, I will say, like, a lot of people were like, I don't know, like upset that I was doing it. But the point was, right, is I was always taught when I was younger, you're either funny or you're fit, right? You're funny or you're sexy. They just don't go together. So the whole thing was, do you know what? You can be funny and you can also be fit. You can be a bit of both and it's a bit of fun. Like, this is out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm someone that, and also you all know I have self-deprecating humour. If I walk into a room, the first thing I'm going to say is, yeah, my ass is really flat and I've got a really big nose and my roots are showing. Like, I'll just quickly point out all of my insecurities to you so that it's out there now and you can't say anything. Maybe I need to go to therapy, I'm not sure, but that's all out there. So like, that's what I do. So it was quite like, I don't know, I just thought it would be fun. It would be different. I feel like the photos look so good. Also, fucking hell, they blew those photos up on Oxford Street and I thought, those poor people walking past to my groin. What an awful like work run for them. So yeah, thank you, Ann Summers. The other thing I just recently did is Pride of Britain. So this year was a bit different. So last year they trusted me on the carpet and I was in a little corner just interviewing people. This year They were like, do you know what, Grace? I went, what? So I was on the judging panel. Let me talk to you about the judging panel, because this is the most like intense. So basically you've got like a list of 10 people for each category that have done like some of the most amazing shit you could ever think of, right? Just saving people from burning buildings and like doing amazing. And it does make you think, I've done fuck all with my life. I really have done. I've not done anything good in this life, which, you know, is fair. So having to narrow it down to one person, you've got Carol Vorderman, Oti Mabuse in the same room. I can't think straight, right? There's a lot going on. Oti Mabuse's to be left. I can't focus. She looks amazing. Carol Vorderman, amazing. But it was just like, it was so difficult. And we were there for ages, like battling out who we think should win. And then we finally get down to the winners. Cool. So then you go away from that, absolutely haggard, because you think, fuck me. You know, that was a lot. Also, I'm a piece of shit and I've done nothing with my life. That's how you feel. But you're also really glad for the winners. Anyway, so also another thing I have to address with the Pride of Britain. So I saw some comments. I got pulled out on a chaise longue full of like cadets and stuff. It was actually a lot of fun. I had a cape because the theme this year was not all heroes wear capes. So the Pride of Britain came to me and said, we want to make this a bit of fun. Like, this night is meant to be fun. It's celebrating amazing people. You know, it's a fun night. They're having an amazing time. Cool. So they went, Grace, we just think it would be funny if we just carry you out by like cadets because it's so you. And I thought, yeah, that is a bit of me, that. And I've got my own bar because, you know, I like drinking. And it's just a bit of fun. Guys, I can't emphasise it enough. It was not my idea. I enjoyed the idea very much so. But that was not my idea. I don't want you to think that I was out there like my shit doesn't stink. Like, absolutely not. But yeah, that was not my idea, but it was a great idea. And I worked with Merlin, who was on First Dates. What a nice man that man is. He was feeding me Prosecco all night. He knew what was up. He knew the fucking vibe. And God love him. I met everyone. I met Vicky Patterson. Do you know who looked amazing? Saffron Barker. Her dress. You know, some people just don't get it, like the vibe, me. But people just don't get the vibe. Saffron Barker got the fucking vibe. She wore the most amazing, beautiful dress. And Maura Higgins. They looked amazing. My dress didn't arrive, yeah? So I'm like, right. So I had to wear one of my manager's dresses. I said that weird. My manager's dresses. And we had to quickly take it in half an hour. So it was taken in, but it was a bit lopsided. It wasn't really the theme. So I had to go out there in this dress. Then my outfit finally arrived. I had to change in a little loo. And this dress, by the way, was like 100 ton. It was like, I've never felt anything so heavy. And then you've also got that thing of like, oh, people are going to hate this. People are going to hate this dress. What the fuck do you wear? Because the next day there's always fucking people that are like, oh, let's rate your outfits. Can you fucking stop that, by the way? Because at the time I'm like, I look like the bee's knees. The next day they're like, she looks like shit. And I'm like, yeah, fair. Completely fair. Last year I got bullied for wearing shoulder pads. So I didn't go with shoulder pads. All right? Leave me alone. Anyway, and let me quickly get on to, so at the GKBarry bar, I'd interview people. I met my favourite person easily. She won an award. Her name on TikTok is Be More Fab. This girl is the sweetest. She's the funniest girl as well I've ever met. Like, she has like the confidence like no one's business. She rocked up and I was like, what is your name? Obviously I knew she was winning awards. They all know they're winning these awards too. And I think it was Perry off of a Little Mix that told her, and she was so excited. But she rocks up and I'm like, hello. And she's got this little dog teddy. And I'm like, who's this? And she's like, oh, this is my teddy. It comes with me to all my operations and stuff. You'll never guess what the teddy's name is. It's Monty. And if you know me, my cat's called Monty. It was like the Spider-Man meme. I was like, Monty's my cat's name. She was like, no way, that's my pet dog's name. And I was like, no way. And yeah, she was just honestly like, you know, when someone's like actually a bundle of joy, she was actually a bundle of joy. So yeah, I love her. I hope she had an amazing night. I'm sure she did. She was killing me as well. Like, you know, all the celebs in there, they're all rich. And she's going, empty your pockets, empty them. And I thought, too right. Actually, as you should, take the moment by the balls and tell everyone to empty their fucking pockets. I was pissed as fart just donating. Fuck knows. I woke up the next day broke. I thought, goodness me. But it's all for an amazing cause. I love Pride of Britain. I think it is just such a good event to be part of. And actually, I didn't go to the after party because let me fucking tell you how I've been feeling this past month. It wouldn't surprise me if I've had the plague. I've been so ill to the point where my manager got me a drip. Have you ever heard anything like it? It was giving LA. She went, this is enough now. Like, you're actually on the verge of death. I got tonsillitis. First time ever, by the way. Ew, I'm just ticking things off my bucket list. Like, I got tonsillitis because I was like, fucking hell, my throat's well sore. And then I was like, let me have a look down it, because my girlfriend and her family all had tonsillitis, but I'd never had it. So I thought, oh yeah, suck on that. I've never had it. I looked down my throat. Pus. Yeah? And obviously I've been giving my girlfriend a little tongue kiss the night before. So I'm thinking, this is you, first of all. So I am going to be angry at you, even though it's my fault. Fuck you. Anyway, I go to the GP. I go, fucking get a load of this. Open my mouth. And he go, sorry, the question you've just written is absolutely hilarious. I know why you said it. Right. I go to the GP, get a load of this. And he's like, have you found yourself to be irritable? Eyelashes is next to me. Yeah, she's been a bitch. I'm like, cool. First of all, relax. Second of all, true. So I get some antibiotics. Let's chat. I get the antibiotics and the next day I'm on loose women. I'm thinking, oh, I feel a bit gurgly. Do you know what I mean when I say gurgly? Feels like my stomach's speaking in tongues. And I'm like, let me just sit on the toilet seat in ITV Studios. I blew up that toilet. I lost weight, yeah? And I'm sorry the pod keeps coming to this, but I don't know what's going on with my gut. I shat for England, right? That was the level that I was at. Then I had to come here and film a podcast. Who the fuck was the podcast with? Was it? It was Sprinkler Glitter. Louise Pentland. I'm with Louise. Love Louise. We get on like house on fire. The whole time we're chatting, I'm like, goodness me. First of all, I've come to the fella's studio. I've blown up that toilet too. Yeah. And I've said, if you know what's good for you, don't go in that area. Yeah. Because that's not good for me. My favourite toilet that I've blown up so far is the fella's, because I think you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it. You make me come in here 3 times a week, you can have my shit. How about that? Take it while you can. People would pay. They wouldn't. I don't know. If you're interested, DM me. That was weird. Anyway, so I had the shits. After the shits, I thought, cool, I'm going to feel better. I didn't feel better. So my manager rings me. She goes, I'm getting you a drip. So I go, cool, I'm scared of needles. We won't talk about that. So first of all, I go to Miller & Carter. If you have not been to Miller & Carter, let me chat to you right now. I've never been, but I heard they were doing a Sunday platter, like a Sunday roast platter. We get there. I look like shit, but it doesn't matter because I've got the shits. And I get there, I sit down. You get lamb, steak, chicken, a bit of veg. Didn't eat that, obviously. Camembert, mashed potato. I know what you're thinking. Grace, you've got the shits. Ask me if I gave a fuck. I ate that entire mash. Like we were in World War II, rations. I thought I must eat all of this because I'll never get it again. Then I start feeling a bit unwell again, obviously, fuck me. And I've had an iced coffee too. Everything you're not meant to do while having the shit. So I thought, fuck it, let me have it. I might as well have taken a laxative. Anyway, we go back to Eyelash's house and the woman's there for the drip. I say, hello, madame. We lay on her bed and I just see this needle. And I said, is now the right time to tell you that I'm probably going to pass out? She said, just look away. So I put on Real Housewives of New York, if you're wondering, season 8, having fun. And it didn't actually hurt, but I laid there and Eyelash's got one too, because, you know, you can't hurt, apparently. And she's adding shit to this drip and I'm thinking it's a weird colour that. It looks like iron brew is what I'll give you if you're, you know, an imaginative thinker. And then what she does is, you know those things that check your blood pressure? She puts it round the bag. She's squeezing this liquid. Me vein is on the fucking... I can see it fighting for its life. My one vein that I own in my arm that actually works. Fucking blown up. It looks like I've got a fucking cyst. Pumping it, I then start thinking, fuck, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, this is going full pelt in my veins. She then goes, yeah, you're going to have a funny taste in your mouth. I said, first of all, what the fuck do you mean? It's the magnesium. It starts going in and she's going, it tastes of metal. And I think, well, I know that now because I've got an awful taste. I start feeling sick. And you know, the emetophobe in me, if you get funny tastes in your mouth, it's not going down well. So I'm drinking water and she's going, you don't need to drink water. You're hydrated. And I'm thinking, you fucking tell me what to do one more time. I'm going to drink water because I feel sick. Anyway, the drip gets taken out of me. It took about 40 minutes, the longest 40 minutes of my life. And to be honest with you, it didn't do shit. I felt more tired. I don't think my body's used to vitamins. I've been trying to really have cod liver oil. Don't take that and burp. Goodness me. It's like a fish market. But yeah, I've just felt more tired. I don't know. I thought I'd get the drip and fucking be like, let's do London Marathon. We did the drip and I went for a nap. How does that work? So yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. I feel like that's not a very relatable thing and I'm sorry for that, but it's a good thing because you shouldn't be relatable because who the fuck is getting a drip? It doesn't work anyway. I wasted so much money on that. Anyway, I'm better now. I've got my tonsils are sorted out. I think I'm in good health. So far, so good. I'm going to touch the wood here. Loose women. So I've just been loving loose women. Like the team behind it are just so amazing. They're just so happy to see you. And they just make you feel so comfortable. Anyway. I'm doing loose women and my toxic thing is that I am so aware that people may be watching. Some of them do like me, but a lot of them don't because they don't get me and they think I'm this young, dumb person. And they'd be correct. And then I'm like getting embarrassed. Like the other day, guys, I can't... Obviously, this is my job. I ask people questions. This is literally my job. I sit on this fucking... ridiculous chair and ask people questions. As soon as I'm on Loose Women, and here's one example of this, we had someone from Strictly on and everyone was asking questions. They were in my ear. They were like, Grace, you're up next. And I was like, right, fucking I'm up next. I'm psyching myself up. Like, what's a good way in? And as soon as it got to me, and we weren't even talking about Strictly, as soon as we got to me, I went, obviously Strictly's on at the minute and just well, who would you because you are on Strictly, who would you are rooting for, who are you rooting? And after I asked it, I just thought, what the fuck is your problem? And I thought, yeah, maybe no one noticed because it was just, no, they noticed on Twitter. They went, who the fuck got this girl that can't ask a question on? And I thought, so fair. But it's my job. I don't know what happens as soon as it's live telly. And then I think about it and I go to bed and I just think, you stupid bitch. You stupid. I'll sit there and analyse everything I've done and I think, how dare you breathe on this earth? You stupid idiot. And then I checked out and it's game over from there. But I need to stop reading the comments, but I can't stop. I cannot stop. I sometimes will be in such a good mood and I'll go, hang on a minute. You're in too good of a mood. Let's go on towel. And then I'm sat there, violins playing in my ear. Eyelashes is like, what's up, babe? I'm like, phew. But one thing I will say, one hate comment that actually got me, it tickled me. It wasn't even a hate comment, actually. It just wasn't like a very female-friendly comment. Let me see if I've got it, because I think I screenshotted it because it actually made me really laugh. Hold on. I screenshotted it. Someone tweeted saying, who's the blonde tart with bare arms? That is Lush. And I thought, oh, blonde tart, thank you. That's it could be so much worse. Blonde tart, I feel like it's all right. Considering a lot of the tweets I get for Loose Women, I think that was really nice. Someone then tweeted being like, she's a bitch, blah, blah, blah. And then he replied saying, sounds like my sort of bird. And I thought, that is so nice. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like Loose Women's going really well. I met Ruth. She's so lovely. Ruth is so nice. And I had my mum and Eyelashes in the audience, yeah. And I told them, I said, look, I'm bringing my mum. Just can we get a pic at the end? They made such a fuss of my mum. My mum was so happy. They panned to her during it. They even put a mic on her. And everyone was just so nice. Colleen and Ruth, shout out. Because that made my mum's actual life. She was so gassed, and all of my mum's mates were like, I've seen you on Loose Women. And I was like, oh, I must be getting more in the will now. But yeah, I'm loving Loose Women. I just think it's a bit fun. I try and shake up my outfits every week. I try and be colourful. I wore like a denim two-piece recently, but I had my arms out, so I looked a bit like I was axing wood, but that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Eyelashes just recently had surgery. Let me fucking talk about make everything about myself as well, by the way. Yeah, put it in the comments. You're right. She had a surgery, right? And to be honest with you, I haven't really been in a hospital environment. My granddad, when he was alive, had a stroke, and I went to visit him in a ward, and it stank of piss. That's all I remember from the whole experience. I was like, Granddad, are you all right? Like, what's happening? But I was a bit young, and I didn't have the anxiety that I've got now. I don't know what's happened, but it's got a lot worse. Mentally ill. And yeah, so anyway, so I go pick eyelashes up from the hospital, and I walk in, and she's in the bed. She's in her own little room, and she's in the bed, and I think she just looks so fucking sweet, like her little baby hairs are everywhere. Like, oh, fucking hell, but I wouldn't melt. Anyway, so I get in the bed. I think, yes, have it. No, I don't. I just think, yeah, like, bless her. We're like in the bed having a cuddle. And then suddenly I'm like, fucking hell, this room's a bit hot. Very hot in here. And then I'm hearing like beeping. And then I'm hearing nurses scuttling about. And before you know it, I'm having a panic attack. I'm not even there for a reason. I'm there to pick her up. I'm like out the bed, like manually breathing, like, babe, we've got to go. She's still got a fucking drip in. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then I'm like in the toilet, like manually breathing. I'm sat on the sink trying to get like air from the top because it's so fucking hot in that room. The nurse walks in. She thinks I'm the patient. So she's going, I'm here to check if I'm going. It's not me. It's not me. Fucking hell. And she's like, what are you talking about? Then she sees Ella and she goes, oh, like what? So she just shuts the door on me while I'm having a panic attack, which, by the way, I get I'm not your patient, but fucking give me like some sort of Xanax or something because I'm in a bad way. She's taking the cannula out of her and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to... And I took this weird spell. And then I walk out the room just as I'd recovered. And then I see a woman with a feeding tube in and it starts it all over again. And I'm like, fuck me. God forbid. And I know it's going to happen at some point in my life. Me in hospital. I didn't know I had a fear of hospitals. Fucking hell. Good luck. And that was in like when you've got your own room. It's not for me. And I just think there was a lot going on there. I think it's just all the noise and the heat. Can you turn the fucking aircon on? It is so hot. I was like sweating from... But then again, I did have tonsillitis at the time. But I had to pick her up. I say I had to pick her up. I got in her car and she drove home. But she was allowed to. So... And then she took me to the GP to get my tonsils looked at. So actually, I didn't help her at all. But yeah, she had like this metal screw taken out of her knee, which I think is quite funny. She's like my bionic babe. So she had like a screw taken out and now she can run all fine. Like, it was only like 2 weeks recovery. So she was all good. But I'm just not good in like situations. She's like, I'm in pain. And I'm like, should we watch Big Brother? Like, I'm not sure how to deal with things like that. But yeah, it was amazing because I got to bring my girlfriend to work day all week. I love bringing usually it's Monday and Fridays bring your girlfriend to work day, but she got all week. It was just fucking incredible. And I just recently filmed a pod. I don't know if it's out. Okay, well, the pod that I filmed with Alan Carr, she got to come see. I was actually a little bit pissed off because she doesn't laugh at me like she laughed at Alan Carr, yeah? Like, she was like cackling in the corner. And I thought at one point, all right, we get it. You don't laugh at me like that. Yeah. But anyway, that's my own experience. But yeah, she came to watch Alan Carr. Alan Carr, by the way, is the funniest man. He is exactly like how he is online. And the next day I went to his house to film his podcast, Life's a Beach. His house is beautiful. It's full of art, so modern. He's got a new rescue dog that's deaf, which to be honest is ideal because it doesn't bark at any noises. Yeah, it was amazing. And I feel like I've met one of like, I remember growing up watching Chatty Man, right? And I was like, this is the best thing on earth. So to then meet Alan Carr was so fucking like, I can't believe it. This is Alan Carr. And he's so nice in person. Sometimes you meet people and they're not as nice in person. And we both have astigmatisms in our eyes. So I thought, we're soulmates. Even though you were gay and I like women. We are soulmates, right? Because I've never really met many people with astigmatisms in their eye. And everyone always takes the piss out of how blind I am. Like, if you saw the notes on this screen below this camera, it's like font size 206. And I'm still squinting, right? But I'm too embarrassed to ask for it more. Okay? But he just gets it. And I thought, what a nice man. Yeah, I feel like he's one of the ones that I'm like, brilliant. Him and Rob Beckett, they're up there. So maybe when I die, they can like carry my casket as my two icons. Bit morbid for them. But great for me. So what can you do? I did a podcast with Kathy Burke and it was all about funerals. Like, what would I want my funeral to be? And it's just such a good question because I feel like you don't think about it. I wrote my will on my 21st birthday. I went to a solicitor's and wrote it. My parents, happy day for my parents. I thought, yeah, too fucking right. And the fucking cat homes, giving all my money to them. Anyway, yeah, it's like, it's upsetting that we don't see our own funeral. Because that's the day it's actually all about you. And you can lap that shit up, but you're dead. So like, what's the point? I don't know. But I'd like my funeral to be very depressing. I'd like maybe like burn, baby, burn when I'm getting my coffin in. And then staying alive when I get closed in the curtain to go burn. I think that would... Oh no! Okay, staying alive, coming out, burn, baby, burn when I go into the crematorium. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. So yeah, write that down. Not that I'm planning to go anytime soon, but you never know. Right. By the time you're watching this, I will be in the I'm a Celeb jungle. I'm going to tell you how I'm feeling. I haven't slept for a month. It's all like ha ha he he until you clock what you're actually doing. Like, I've always wanted to do this show, right? And last year I was interviewed for it. I didn't get it. And I thought I was so upset. And then I was like, yeah, it's fine because like, fuck it. Like, that's trauma, that. So I like put in my head like, yeah, fuck it. I'm doing it now. And all the things that I've told myself are still here. So I've tried to prepare by like my family ordered me some crickets that taste like salt and vinegar and some locusts. Very biblical. And I ate them. Ate them's a stretch. I put them in my mouth, cried and swallowed them. I did eat them. The other day I was round eyelashes and they'd just gone pumpkin picking and a worm must have fallen from the pumpkin. And I stepped with my bare feet on the floor and I felt something move from underneath me and I thought, is it the cat's tail? It was a worm, to which I hysterically cried and screamed and Eyelash's mum had to take it out. So I don't know actually if I'm prepped. I held a mini snake. And to be honest with you, it is the gills or whatever they are underneath. They were like catching on my nails and I was literally like heaving. I thought, this is rank. Also, you don't know what a snake's thinking. It might think my blonde hair is its brother that he's had an argument with and fucking come at me. Like, you don't know. And I just think, I'm just not going to cope well. I'm going to be honest with you here. I'm not going to cope well at all. Like, I am someone that is terrified of absolutely everything. I hate animals. I don't sleep outside. I don't like not having my phone. I don't like flying. Why the fuck am I going to Australia? Do you know how mental that is? Physically, I've been feeding myself up though, because my manager was like, you're not lasting. Yeah. If you get like, I think it's like 600 calories a day. She was like, you need to fucking eat up. So you've got shit to burn. So I've been eating everything. Creams, Chinese takeout. I've been acting like I'm on death row, actually, is what I've been doing. It's pretty close, I would say. I've also bought some bikinis for the shower. I think they said to me, we don't really do that anymore. But I said, no, get a load of this. Like, maybe like put me in like a little waterfall when I'm all like this. But you have to wash in the creek. One thing about me is I'm a shower girl, but if the water's cold, it puts me in the most outrageous, I will literally come out effing and blinding. Like, it fucks me. I hate being cold. Nothing in this world more than I hate being cold. So I think maybe I should do some cold showers before I go. Will I? No. Because actually I should make the most of the hot showers while I can. Why the fuck are we showering in a creek? But one thing I will say, my hair, as you all have noticed, my hair is yellow. Hang it, my tape. Get a load of this if you're watching on YouTube. This is a tape. Look how far down that tape is. And it's because I've been saving it to get done a couple of days before I go. So it's all fresh and clean. Number one chick when I'm stepping on the scene, when I go out into Australia. Yeah. So that's why I look like shit. Anyway, yeah, that's my hair prep. I'm also so excited about meeting Ant and Dec. Because we've gone from, I don't know if anyone remembers, a couple years ago, I did a live stream with them and they were going, what's a GKBarry? So we've gone from what's a GKBarry to GKBarry's on I'm a Celeb. It's crazy. I'm really excited. I feel like it's a very pinch me moment. I feel like they've done charity with me. Do you know what I mean? Oh, let her on. Let her on so she can fucking have her 5 minutes. So I'm really excited. One thing I'm not excited about is leaving my family and lashes. Only because me and eyelashes, we've never really when I went on holiday to Barbados, that's the longest we've spent apart and it was hell. I had my phone then. It was horrible. I was like, I miss you so much. We spent every night together. We're texting all the time. And I have got to a point now where I cannot sleep without her there because I feel anxious. So what the fuck am I going to do in a hammock in the middle of a jungle surrounded by snakes? Another thing, I won't know what's going on the outside. Or even another thing, when I'll be in there with such amazing people and I cannot wait to make friends with these people and speak to them, but they don't know me. And sometimes you just want someone that knows you to just give you a bit of advice and tell you to just keep on doing your shit. I won't have that when I'm in there because these people don't know me. They don't know what I'm like. It's a difficult one, but I'm so excited. I was thinking, do I do some wag cooking in the jungle? But I'll kill everyone. I know I will. Everyone will get salmonella, then I'll win by default because I just ate the rice and everyone ate the eel that killed them. Do you know what I mean? And I can't have these people's lives in my hands. And also, can you be arsed? I'm just happy to eat and maybe clean up some twigs. I don't know if I can be fucking about with all that. And I don't know if I'm strong enough to lift the dunny. So, what are you going to do? But I think, listen, please vote to keep me in because that flight itself. Let me tell you about the flight. 7 hours to Singapore, 2 hour layover, 14 hours to Australia. Sorry? How long that is? That is fucking insane. I'm trying to work out how to take me travel sickness pills. With that, that's 4 days in the air. Goodness me. Luckily, I've met my chaperone. He's a bit of fun. He's a bit of fun. He's a bit of me. So I'm excited. What movies will you watch? I'm thinking on the plane, I'm going to pass out. If I wake up, watch some Real Housewives, pass out again, hopefully arrive at the layover. 2 hour layover, talk to myself in the bathroom mirror, get ready for it. Then on the 14-hour flight, take a melatonin and absolutely get fucked up. And then when I arrive in Australia, when all the paps are there, I'll probably just tell them that it is me on the show, yeah. So, and then when you land, you get one last phone call and you get your phone taken away. So upset. Maybe I'll hide one in my arsehole. I don't know. I don't know if I have that in me, to be honest. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then when I get back, got 2 days to rest. Then I'm doing my show at Wembley. Goodness me. Goodness me. Make sure you bring your binoculars because I'll be a speck of dust. I'll be a grain of fucking rice on that stage. Bring your fucking binoculars. But I'm excited. It's the only thing that's maybe getting me through is I'll be there. We've got so much fun planned, musical guests. And I can't wait to actually because we do meet and greet before. I can't wait to speak to you all about it and just get a load of that. And I am going to check Twitter when I get out. So I'll be like, did you agree with that tweet? Or did you thought I came across that way? No, that's fine. Maybe just reassure my mental health because it's going to be in the pits of hell, in the pits of Australia. I'm going to leave my mental health in Australia. Cool. Maybe you can buy tickets to it in the link in the Saving Grace bio. Because imagine if I come out and there's just no one there. I would be like, it's just my family. It would be like a one-person show. They'd love that. But yeah, Wembley's a big one. That I remember when they told me I was doing Wembley, I thought, we're not filling that. So if you just buy tickets, invite your extended family, friend of a friend, aunt of an aunt, second cousin, third cousin, maybe even your family that you don't speak to. It could be a good reconnection, talking about how shit I am. So, you know, you can all do that. Also, while I'm away, you won't be seeing a lot of content from me. You'll still be seeing the pod because I've fucking planned for this shit. But I've got loads of extra stuff on SGTV. So if you want to get a load more of this, which no one probably does, but if you do, go on SGTV, download the app, and you can see a fucking load of this skinny extension hanging prick. Thank you so much for watching. Please vote for me to stay in the jungle. Maybe don't vote me for the eating trial. But vote me for everything else so I can get some screen time. Love you all. Bye.